For 4 decades now, I've been watching this. North Korea will do some mischief or the other, fire a missile, make some noise, issue some threats against South Korea, and then it'll go quiet. And every time in the past, United States would do something that would give them some succor. Like, for example, they would give them some money to basically take care of their food needs and things like that. The DMZ was operational. But in October this year, they actually blew up every access between North Korea and South Korea along the demilitarized zone. And we don't know why they did that, but the hint given is that in the event that South Korea, or we have to always think of South Korea as United States, in the event that United States would attack, then they should disable them from getting into North Korea, as if there are diamonds and gold and minerals in North Korea that United States and South Korea want to get. So this is not something that is new. But what has happened this time, I'll show you by way of a slide deck. It's very, very sad, very, childish, if you will. And not only this, Kim, his father also used to do the same thing. These people are like runaway thugs, grown-up thugs, still don't have maturity, and they basically are doing the bidding of China, and sometimes they do the bidding of Russia too. Really, the people of North Korea are suffering, and this has been going on for a long time. And if you look at the standard of living between North Korea and South Korea, it's miles apart. South Korea is like a developed country. I've been there many times. It's a very well-developed country, and North Korea, the less said, the better. I have not been to North Korea also. There's nothing there to do. South Korea, we had a lot of industries, Samsung, Gold Star, LG, all those things. Lucky Gold Star is LG. What I'm trying to say is that this whole shenanigans that once in a while North Korea starts, we are seeing one more of those things. In the past, what used to happen was, US will say something or do something, and that would calm things down. Now I don't even know who is instigating North Korea. Is it China, or is its newfound friend Russia, for whom it is alleged to have sent 10,000 troops? And we are also hearing that some of these troops are deserting, and Ukraine has picked up some troops, and we are also seeing a lot of videos too now. It's not like just one side doing propaganda against the other. I have seen videos of North Korean soldiers not really knowing what to do. We have actually covered it extensively in 1 or 2 hangouts with Sumit P. Now, what is happening? What happened recently? I'm going to show you by way of a slide deck. Request to all of you to first please like this video. If you have not already subscribed to our channel, please consider doing so. Here we go. North Korea disrupts the GPS, Global Positioning System, satellites in South Korea. What happened? Well, this time what they did is North Korea staged GPS jamming attacks on Friday and Saturday, disrupting several ships and dozens of civilian aircraft in South Korea. When the GPS doesn't work, then they momentarily lose their coordinates. The jamming followed North Korea's launch of advanced ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missile, and South Korea's response with a 𝗠𝗎𝗄 missile launch to show its resolve. But there is some posturing and counter-posturing. Seoul's Joint Chiefs identified jamming sources in Haeju and Kaesong, warning Yellow Sea vessels and aircraft of further disruptions. South Korea identified 331 cases of GPS jamming attributed to North Korea in early November, that is this month. The jamming impacted 279 planes and 52 ships, but caused no major damage. South Korea warned North Korea to halt GPS provocations, holding it responsible for any resulting issues. What happens? Let's say the plane is about to land and it loses GPS tracking, and then it could be really, really bad, especially in inclement weather. North-South relations are strained, with the North violating UN sanctions and sending trash-laden balloons as retaliation for anti-regime propaganda. In June, South Korea demanded action by raising the issue with ITU, ICAO, and IMO. South Korea's 𝗠𝗎𝗄 missiles are part of its kill chain strategy for preemptive strikes against imminent threats from the north. What is the real risk? Experts warn South Korea's GPS jamming could lead to serious incidents, escalating tensions on the Korean peninsula. North jamming may aim to divert attention from troop movements, create psychological insecurity, or shield communications during military ops. North Korea reportedly sent 10,000 troops to aid Russia in Ukraine, drawing criticism from Seoul, Kiev, and Western nations. North has allegedly supplied artillery shells and missiles to Russia, intensifying global concerns. Ahn Chan-il, a defector turned researcher, suggests North Korea's GPS jamming may shield its communications and intelligence during critical military operations domestically and internationally. Pro-Russian hackers have targeted South Korea, with attacks rising after North Korea's pro-dispatch to Russia. North also escalates hostility in other ways. What they have done is they have amended their constitution to label South Korea as a permanent adversary. In the 80s, when I used to be a student, I used to see protests in campuses just like what we are seeing now. But this would be like the South Korean students always demanding that the two countries merge, North and South. That has, I guess, died down now. Now, North has truly become a nuisance. How much of tolerance Trump is going to show for them and what the United States is going to do next is something that needs to be watched. The North blew up sections of the South Linked Road and rail routes in October. This is what I mentioned to you, right? November opened with North's new intercontinental ballistic missile test aimed to pressure the United States. By doing all this, what does it hope to achieve? Well, somewhere it says that you cannot ignore me. So if you want to, appease me, you can pay some money, or you can pay some aid. You can send some aid. Something is brewing. North Korea is desperate, and the question now is, what is the West, particularly United States, going to do? If South Korea fears that there are going to be nuclear threats from the North, it could very well act unilaterally and take out some of the nuclear installations of North Korea. Will it resort to that? I don't know. Usually what happens is South Korea, just like Taiwan, they like to be on the defensive, make sure that they can defend themselves well. Rarely do they go and take an offensive position. It's possible that Trump might say this time, okay, my patience is up, go for it. But it's not going to happen right now. But they are, in the noise of the US elections, upping the rhetoric. That is for sure. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.